What's significant about Lake Champion, which is one of our Young Life properties to me, is that's where my story began. That's where I got a great picture of the impact of Young Life, to see those kids sit in a room, jam-packed, laugh harder, play, be kids, but then when the speaker stood up to share the gospel, and you can hear a pin drop as they drank it in, I go, that's it for me. I believe this is what God has made me for. So I grew up Bradenton, Florida, born and raised. I had one older brother, two younger sisters. My mother did not like my father, actually hated my father, and so in turn she hated me. So most of my life I heard my mom say, "You'll never amount to anything, I wish you were never born." Coming out of practice one day and my coach was standing outside the locker room waiting for me, and he simply asked me, "Are you planning to go to college?" And I said, "No." He said simply this, "I think you have what it takes. And I don't want you to look back on your life and say, I wish I would have." And I said, okay. And from that moment, we worked to get me into college. I went to Bethel and it gave me a great foundation. But what did I learn at Bethel? I learned the importance of being in the Word. Through playing sports, I learned the importance of having a lifestyle of discipline. And I think those things have really served me in my life and in my ministry more than anything else. When I was at Bethel finishing up my senior year, being involved with Terry Coffey, who was one of the staff there then, I went to Terry and said, there are a lot of people who made a difference in my life, and I want to go give back the same way those people invested in me. I want to invest in kids. And my plan originally was to do it for 2 years, and so here we are now, almost 30 years later, and I'm still involved with Young Life. My responsibilities have changed tremendously over the years, from right out of college working directly with kids and leaders, doing ministry at a local area, to now where most of my job is working with staff, regional directors, strategy, and fundraising. The idea that our division impacts over 350,000 kids every year, by sitting in this seat I can have an opportunity to impact the lives of literally hundreds of thousands of kids with the gospel. And so that's why I sit in this seat, for the idea of having influence on an organization that I really believe in, that I think is making a difference in this world. When I think about what I still want to accomplish, the older I get, the more I realize it's less about me. That's where I get in the most trouble as a leader, when I make it about me. But when I also think about the future, it's less about me and what I leave behind. My legacy. And in John 15 it says, everything the Father has given to me, I've given to you. And that's what I think a lot about in leadership. How do I take everything I've learned and pass it to this next generation? And to do the same thing that my coach did for me, to see something in them that they don't see in themselves, to give them an opportunity to grow into that.